Hey everybody, how you going? Steve here. Welcome back to Command Centre Wargaming. Oh my goodness, everybody. Oh my goodness. Wow. Just wow. I cannot believe the day it has been today. I was at work and I just got absolutely bombarded. Absolutely bombarded with epicness. It was just absolutely unbelievable, everybody. So, you know, so many new models coming out today, so much more awesomeness coming out into the Warhammer community and the Warhammer world. It's absolutely unbelievable. And I dare say, I think this is a bigger release than the Custodes and a bigger release than Guilliman. This is bigger than the Dark Imperium. I feel as though this release is the biggest release in ages from Games Workshop. There is a new box set coming out, okay? All right, over here. There's a new Librarian coming out. There are new Snipers coming out. We've seen him. New Chaos Marines coming out. New Obliterators coming out. New awesome Spider Dreadnought things, which I can't remember the name of, coming out, which I guessed in another video. So ha ha ha. The people who were doubting me about my theory on that. Well, looky here, everybody. There you go. All right, I was right again. Okay, so. And we've also got, you know, other models as well coming out for Age of Sigma, Demons, and everything like that. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, guys. You know, I was just literally out there and I'm like, okay, you know, I've got so much stuff to review this week. I've got, you know, the new White Dwarf, which is epic. Okay. I went off and I've got a Band of Brothers bolt action kit starter box, which is really epic as well, which is fantastic, you know. And I'm like, you know, and then even one of my favorite games of all time, Battletech, just got sort of like a little mini re-release here, all right, which I wanted to do on the channel. I was like, oh, wow, you know, there's just so much going on until I saw this pop up in the news feed. It's absolutely crazy, everybody. Crazy times for Warhammer 40K, and it's going to be epic, all right. So let's have a look. Let's basically run through some things. We're going to run through some units here. We're going to look at the trailer. I'm going to let you know some of my thoughts about it, some things I don't think everybody's picked up on yet. As I said, I'm just calming down because it's just so epic. It's awesome. All right, but let's have a look. So we're going to watch this trailer first. All right, so this is basically for the SHADOWSPEAK boxes. That's the name of the box. Okay, it's going to be SHADOWSPEARs. It's coming out. So it's kind of like Dark Imperium of 2019. All right, and just before I forget later, I just want to point out that I actually think this is Telemon, Sergeant Telemon in Primaris armor. All right, now I don't know what his wounds are going to be. I hope he's not too OP. I don't really care because I'm an Ultramarine player, but I hope for the enemies of man that he's not too OP. But gauging by Calgar, I think he is. And also, you know, there goes another prize for us. I know what the next 600 subscriber prize draw is going to be, everybody. So if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button now. Click the little bell notification icon down below and come on board into our community because it's epic and you can win epic Warhammer and it's awesome. All right, so fantastic, brother Marines. So yeah, and I was sort of a little bit conflicted about this at first, and you know, I was making some comments around online, and people go, "Oh, nah, this doesn't mean it's Telemon. It could just be a Primaris thing, just, you know, a few extra pieces on the head and that." But here's the thing, guys. Like, I mean, usually, you know, everything that I've guessed so far, like, I don't want to rub it in, but you know, that Spider Walker thing, which I made another video about. And there was people like on Facebook, you know, putting the hate on, going, huh, just because like it's in the artwork, Games Workshop have released heaps of things that aren't in the artwork. And I was like, no, Games Workshop, they're very, very big on their IP and they don't want to, you know, they're not going to put stuff in their artwork generally that they're not going to bring out or do not intend to put out. All right, do not intend to put out. And I know this, you know, via experience working in the games industry for many, many years. Okay, so, you know, I know that pales in comparison to, you know, going to the ICT and playing the same list against the same list over and over again, changing a unit, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, yeah, I've been right a few times, guys. So awesome. Yeah, so I think he's basically a... I think he's basically, that's Telemon. It looks exactly like him, and it makes sense completely with these sniper scouts over here. all right, which look absolutely brutal. Now, this actually mimics some of the camo. Well, not mimics, so I doubt they copied my camo, but it also reflects on some of my camouflage. It's on a lot of my Pure Guard and some of my Bane Blades and that. It's very awesome as well, but sort of like more urban. And I think this is fantastic. And I think that, you know, Space Marines, you know, they can have a camo scheme. There's nothing that stops them from having a camo scheme. You just got to do it correctly. If it's done right, like it has been here, you can have a camo scheme, and it's absolutely fantastic and epic. All right, so like, just so excited, everybody. I don't just so much. Like, look at this. The axe, the hand heavy weapons, just as I said in the other videos that I proposed they were going to do. Look at those brutal masks. How epic are those masks? This is awesome. It's absolutely awesome, everybody. If you're a Chaos player, I've got an Alpha Legion army, all right? Like, you know, I'm telling you now, you guys must be over the moon right now, and I'm so happy for you. This is the one of the plasma weapons that was shown off in some of the, not the take a guess things, the mystery concept art shows or whatever Games Workshop put up. You know, the Rumour Mill, the Games Workshop Rumour Mill. This is like a sort of obliterator thing here. It says here down below, this is a Venomcrawler. Yep, so it's just an obliterator, it says here. All right, so it's a new design for the obliterator, and I really like it as well. So absolutely fantastic. All right, so let's watch this video, everybody. And remember, I will put all these links in the comments down below. So if you missed it the first time, or if my noggin's covering anything here, you can always just go down the bottom. You know, drop us a comment if you can, give us some feedback, but go on the bottom and basically let us know down below. You can also follow the link to the Games Workshop article down below there to follow along for yourself. All right, let's do it, people. I'm just gonna open this up full screen. Yeah, a new battle box for Warhammer 40,000. 2 forces of brand new models. It's the Ultramarines again. I love that sort of After Effects stuff there. It's really cool. SHADOWSPEAK. I'm good with Ultramarines because you know what, guys? You can paint it up as whatever you want. This is my favorite thing. This is what I'm waiting for. The Ultramarines Vanguard. This looks like a Primaris Librarian. Okay, and Ancient Foes are coming back. We're going to get to that later. Okay, look at that mask, the husks coming out, Obliterator. Oh my goodness, Holy Emperor of Man, that spider Venomcrawler thing spewing out the toxic warp. It's going to be awesome, and I guarantee these rules are going to be epic as well. So that's basically that, everybody. So that's really fantastic, and that's the trailer for the for that one there. The it was called the SHADOWSPEAK box. It was absolutely fantastic. All right, and so we've got something down here as well. So we're going to check this out now. Guess who's coming back? We finally have confirmation. Finally, Abbadon is coming back, and he's coming back in a big way. Everybody, check this video out. Check this out. An iconic leader, a master of war. Okay, the Primaris Lieutenant you have always wanted. That's a cool joke, GW, but it's actually not funny. All right, so basically here is his sword. Okay, I can't remember what his sword was. Dead Marine on the ground. Talon of Horus. Oh, look at that, look at that. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, and I'm pretty sure this guy's going to be huge. This guy is going to be massive. Absolutely massive. Await the War Master. Await the War Master. 25 days to go. 23 hours, Battle Brothers and Battle Sisters. And I'm just going to go back in the video a little bit. I'll turn this down because the sound's probably going to destroy your ears. So I'm not going to do that to you. And I'm just going to have a look here because we can actually get like a really solid idea of the scale of this guy. From this Primaris Marine. And it's something I don't think anybody has really had a look at yet. So we look at this Primaris Marine head. All right, we know, do I have a Primaris on me? I think I got one of my Death Watch guys on me here. So we know that the Primaris Marine's head's like that. So his boot is like probably the size of that, like about, you know, in between the shoulder pads there. And the foot is about the size of the width of a Primaris Marine. Now, that's if they're going in true scale. Now, guys, if this is correct, if this is accurate scale, Abbadon is going to be a unit. He is going to be absolutely massive. Absolutely massive, everybody. And I can't wait to unload my wallet once again for the Emperor and buy a whole new army that I'm basically not going to get around to finish painting. But no, I will get around to finish painting those, everybody, because, you know, Ultramarines are awesome. Like, they will be done for the Emperor, I'm telling you now. Now, I've also had some Sisters news as well. So I'm not actually sure what this Sisters of Battle unit is. Now, let's just have a look here quickly. It doesn't really say. I'm just skimming it. I don't want to go through reading it, but I'll let you guys read it. But there it is. There she is there. It looks like some kind of like Vexilla, Custodian Vexilla, but for Sisters of Battle. Let me know in the comments down below if you know what this is. It might actually say so there, but like I said, I haven't actually read this, everybody. I'm too busy gawking at the awesome new releases. You know, so yeah, so absolutely fantastic. We got some AOS stuff, some new AOS stuff as well. So Warhammer Underworlds, let's take a quick look at that. Might as well. Alright, so well, better get some sound on that. Oh, there's already sound on that. That's cool. Yeah. Pretty cool. Sorry, but that's pretty cool, but like, you know, I want my Marines, I want my Chaos Marines. I'm sorry, I'm a Smurf. You know, give me my new Smurfs. Let's take a look, everybody. Let's take a look at this. It's pretty awesome. Wonderful. Wonderful. Alright, guys. They're elves. They're awesome. It's a wood elves or something. Alright. Sorry, I just, yeah, back to 40k at this point in time. I'll do an in-depth video on this, everybody, if you want. Let me know in the comments down below. But I think I might leave the Age of Sigma stuff for another video and roll off on some more of my opinions that I have. Just let's analyze some of this art a little bit closer, shall we? So let's take a look. All right, so let's have a look here. So there's this guy here. All right, now this is this wizard guy, this Chaos Sorcerer guy. I believe he has a name. I actually can't remember his name at the moment, though. All right, but he's pretty awesome, and I've done another video on him. You can check him out there on the channel. All right, he's pretty cool. Moving across here, all right, we've got the Obliterator here. Mad close-up of the Obliterator. Let's take a look at that. All right, very fantastic there. Some awesome detail. It sort of reminds me of Bane a little bit, actually, from Batman, like the whole mask and stuff like that. And we're getting a little bit of the organic, the flesh on metal thing going on. But I'll be honest with you, I would have liked a little bit more sort of Giga in there, a little bit more brutal. But, you know, I think people have been complaining that, you know, Chaos models are a little bit busy at the moment, you know, and they need to, like, tone them down a little bit more. Even if you look at the spikes here, the spikes are a little bit more subtle as well. So I like this. I totally get this. I completely support this this design here. All right, then we got, like, Horus's Talon here. Sorry, not Horus, sorry. Abbadon's model. So we've got Abbadon here. Okay, so that's awesome. Sorry if I called him Horus in the other video, guys. I'm that over the moon here. I'm just so psyched for all this new stuff. It's just crazy. And then we've got the Venom unit, Venom Spitter, or whatever you call it. All right, in its glory, you can see its tongue coming out, its tendrils, and, you know, it's got some kind of warp aura thing from the looks of it. And, you know, it's going to be awesome. Looks like it's got some guns on the side and stuff like that, which is fantastic as well. Absolutely fantastic, everybody. Bit of a close-up of one of the Black Legion commanders or Chaos Marines. Now, this is something I really want to talk about, okay? So, we've got this. Now, this is apparently called a Vanguard Marine, all right? Now, or a Vanguard Primaris, okay? Now, essentially what this is, it's essentially a tactical Marine redone in Primaris scale, okay? Now, this is what I was saying they should have done before, like when they were doing the Chaos stuff. What I feel Primaris actually should have been in the first place. But it's really good that these guys are here and they're finally here now. you know, they actually, I think these might be sort of like the scouts. I don't know, looking at the armor there and that, looking at the guns. So it could be that, like, you know, the new, sort of like the old tactical Marines might be filling up kind of like a forward operation role in the units, kind of like a heavier scout. You know, but I mean, we've already got Reavers. So, I mean, where are we going with this, you know? I'm sure they're going to have some unique rules. All right. Now, I'm loving this guy, but the only thing I'm not big on is those canisters near the faceplate, near the mask. That's like the only thing that I'm not big on about this model. Aside from that, everything here gets 100% from me in design, and it's epic, right? So, absolutely epic. Yeah, 100%, except for those canisters. You can go through, you could basically cut them off, all right, do whatever you want. Now, in terms of rules, to my knowledge, there aren't any rules that have been released yet for this, for any of this stuff. Except maybe the Chaos Legionaries, of course, in the Black Fortress. You know, I reckon the way they could kind of do this, if to keep Primaris Marines in, right, they could basically go through and just make these pretty much, maybe they could make these toughness 5 or 2 wounds, or 1 wound, sorry. So that'll work. So Primaris will still have like a place because they got like 2 wounds, and you could just make these guys 1 wound, but maybe they got a toughness 5. But that wouldn't make sense, I guess, like in terms of sort of like the lore and the fluff, because from memory, like Primaris was still only toughness 4 anyway. So it's like these guys are meant to be lighter than, like, you know, why they're toughness 5. So yeah. And I mean, remember, you could beef these guys up some more. You can get like Primaris Marine shoulder pads, stick them on there. You know, really, they're kind of just like Primaris, but they've just changed this sort of faceplate here down near the mouth. Okay, but absolutely fantastic. Imagine it's some kind of assault gun there. All right, here are the snipers, right, that we were talking about before. A bit of a close up of them. All right, some absolutely fantastic painting there, modeling. You've got sort of like the Luke Skywalker, you know, visor there looking in. These sniper rifles look epic. I reckon we're going to be getting some kind of 2-shot assault sniper rifle thing going on with these guys. Sort of like half Reaver armor there. You can tell by the feet coming up. Camo is absolutely magnificent. I absolutely love that camo. Spot on, perfect, Games Workshop. Absolutely hit it out of the ballpark. All right, another picture of the Obliterator close up. All right, so a little bit of a different mask there, right? You can see there he's, you know, kind of like Devastator? Not Devastator, Centurion, sorry, Centurion. It's as if you've got a hulking flesh growing out of like a Centurion armor. You know, those kind of remind me of the feet from a Centurion. But a lot more guys. These guys are armed to the teeth. They're going to be so brutal. New Chaos Space Marines or Chaos Legionaries. All right, so you can see here we've got some hand-to-hand weapons going on. These masks, actually, especially this one, remind me of some of the masks from the Dark Vengeance, the Dark Vengeance set. All right, this guy actually reminds me a lot like that guy from Dark Vengeance. The Librarian, the Primaris Librarian, which is actually looking cool. He's looking absolutely pretty fantastic. Loving the mask here. All this kind of Ben Kenobi sort of coat stuff going on. He's still got this sword, this little squiggly thing on the sword. I wish they'd just remove that. I'm not into that personally. Good on you if you are, but it's just not my thing. You know, you could file it off though, which is pretty awesome. I love the pose too. You know, like he's sort of getting his hand like going up to the head and basically, you know, I'm gonna, you know, we don't serve your kind here kind of thing, which is fantastic. Another close-up of the Sisters of Battle model. All right, looking good. All right, this Venom Spider Walker Crawler Demon Engine unit, which is pretty awesome as well. All right. And then we've got the this guy as well. I keep forgetting his name. All right, but there he is. And is the what do you call it? The sorcerer, and a bit of a close up of Sergeant Telly in there as well. So, which is pretty cool. Zoom in on that. So there's some definitely some awesome stuff going down, everybody, in the land of Warhammer. All right, so it's fantastic. So yeah. All right, everybody, look, so just wanted to cut out really quickly today, and let me know what you think about the new units. I really want to hear from the community here about the new units that have come out. Love to hear about it, everybody. Yeah, stay tuned for some of my other videos over the weekend. Going to be taking a look at the BattleTech, the new BattleTech release. Also, I don't know how new that is, but I assume it's pretty new. Also, Bolt Action Starter Pack. We're also going to be having a look at the latest White Dwarf as well, okay, as well as some of the other, you know, GW releases. I'm sure they're going to bombard us this weekend with epic stuff. This is just quickly, this is one of my favorite things in the new White Dwarf. It's essentially an old school battle report that's got the SWATs in it. And I tell you now, guys, like this stuff, this is for back of the days from like Paul Swayer and that. This stuff really brings back some memories, guys. This is, I believe this is from 2nd edition. You can tell because the Land Raider hasn't changed yet. Also, there's the Rhinos as well. That kind of all came out in 3rd edition. And that's when I actually started getting into it seriously. I started playing seriously maybe in 3rd edition. But 2nd edition's when I started buying the models, having a few, you know, homegrown beer and pretzels games, you know, with my mates when I was really little. A little kid in that. But anyway, all right. So look, if you want to keep up to date on all the latest news, reviews, tactics, okay, unboxings and all that kind of stuff, tutorials on Warhammer 40K and other wargaming, tabletop wargaming franchises, please subscribe to the channel and click the little bell notification down below there. All right, if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much, everybody. We're nearly at 600 subscribers. Please like and share the video, comment on the video. We're only like nearly 30 subscribers away from the 600 mark. At 570, I'm going to be announcing the next prize draw. Okay, so it's going to be awesome. And I'll see you all in the next video. Fantastic, everybody. For the Emperor. All right, keep rolling.